Okay, smart people. Today's lesson is about adding to trades. Specifically, adding to losing trades. Losing trades sounds kind of wrong. Trades which are currently in the red, but which we of course expect to be winners most of the time. So, how does it work? You have a trade open, let's say this trade here. It's a long trade. Price goes up a little bit. Not to the profit level though, and it collapses after that. And then when it reaches, let's say, half of the stop loss, we just add another trade, another long. What happens then? Well, the question is what we do with the profit level. This was a profit level before, and now you can see it's lower. So we calculate this new profit level such that both of the trades we now have open will produce one win unit. Our win unit is 1.9% on the account, which is pretty spectacular. And so this combined trade will produce 3.8% on the account. And in fact, it's here listed as two separate trades. But if you add it up, 6 minus 2.4, that's roughly 3.8. It's not exact. Actually, I made it a tiny bit smaller for some reason. It just turned out better. So that's the trick here. We increase our risk by doubling the trade, basically, but the risk is not doubled because we are already at the half point here. So the new trade has a lower risk. It's only half the red area left here. Oh no, it's not half, but it has lower risk, yeah. And now our lower take profit allows us to close the whole trade earlier. Because here, if we disable this feature, right? This trade would just go on and on until this original profit level is reached. It was back here, but it could take a long time. And we would have lost some nice trades in the meantime. And with this reduced profit level, we go immediately we go in there. Within the same day, this whole thing is closed. And yeah, my backtest showed that it's a really good idea to do this. Wherever you see a little bump here, a little pothole here, that's when there was one of these trades that succeeded. If it doesn't succeed and the whole thing goes into stop loss, you get this falling cliff like this one here. Here's another one that worked out fine. So I'm only doing this pyramiding. It's called pyramiding. It's adding to a trade once per trade currently. And I'm thinking about, what if we do it multiple times? Maybe this is the secret sauce. Like Nick Sean does it, adding to trades. He says he adds to red trades, like 8 times, up to 8 times. But the math on that, I think, is very questionable. Because if you pyramid multiple times, your risk grows with the square of the number of individual trades, roughly. So it's basically, if you add to a trade 8 times, your risk is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8. And that's like, how much is that? 32? Something like 30. So your risk, if you add to a trade 8 times, your risk is like 30 times higher than what you started with. So you have to start with really low risk. I always say slow instead of small. Difficult language. So your original risk has to be really, really small in order for this to work. Maybe 8 times just was a random example. Maybe even he doesn't do that. So next I want to try 3 stacked trades. See if that gets us somewhere. Yeah. That was today's super interesting lesson for traders who also do high stop loss. There's basically the 2 types of traders, right? Some do tight stop losses and big risk-reward ratios. Others, like me, have come to use very high stop losses and small profit targets. For me, this is the only way now, I think. The other way, with the tight stop loss, you have to make insane predictions. I don't know if that's really possible. However, my new strategy actually does make good predictions. This is the new one for XMR, just made with all my own indicator now. And yeah, we're going to test this one. and hopefully get out of the red month. Last 2 days were good, but we really need to get out of this losing streak. Bye bye, thank you so much.